Howdy y'all, Dog Dude here. Well, I'm on the other side of the camera for a change. Anyway, I had a friend ask me earlier tonight how many drones I had. And I had to stop and think about it before I realized I got no idea. So I thought I'd line them all up here because I just got some new ones. And I'm really excited about some of these new ones. So I've moved up a little bit in the world, but we'll talk about that in a second. So I'm not going to count them just yet. I'm going to describe them all to you, talk a little bit about the history of some of them, so on and so forth, and see what else kind of goodies we got up here. Most recent acquisition is a pair of sunglasses that have a little teeny tiny itsy bitsy spy cam right there. You can't even hardly tell it's there, can you? Well, yeah, you can. It's pretty obvious. But it allows me to get video of whatever I'm looking at, which is really handy when you're flying these little buggers around because they get out of sight pretty quick. I was flying one around earlier and it's a little bit bigger, but as soon as I zipped it away about 30, 40 feet, you couldn't even see it anymore, even with the glasses there. So, but for working in here on this little thing I've got going on here, which I'll describe in a second, works really good for that. So you'll see some footage from those someday in the future. This colorful one right here doesn't work anymore, blew a motor in it. Wouldn't recommend it. About a $20 drone. This one here has got foldable thingies, and it fits right down inside that little case right there, and it can actually even charge off the AA batteries. Apparently these things will charge like 20 times off of 4 AA batteries. It's crazy. This one here, oh, and that one has a camera. And all of these altitude hold, just in case you were curious. This one here, I thought it was going to be a lot better than it is, and I probably won't buy any more ducted ones because it's like the slowest, most boringest drone I've got. These, on the other hand, are works of art. Yes, as you can tell, I have 4 of them. Actually, I have 5 of them. One of them didn't work out of the box, so I'm taking it back, so I'll get another one for that one. The one in the middle is an interesting one. We'll get back into that one in just a little bit. But I love these tri-prop drones. They fly really quiet. They're really smooth. These drones are weird because A, they're cheaper at Walmart than they are on Amazon. Amazon, they're over 20 bucks, and Walmart, they're 20 or less. Right now they're on sale for 17 something, so pretty good deal. They got really weak switches on them, and the motors on them sometimes are squeaky out of the box. So if you hit pay dirt and you get one, the switch is good. Be careful with the switch, turning it on and off. Use something small, a little screwdriver or something, because they're just really weak. And I'm going to slide underneath here for a second, and we'll check out the remotes for the 2 that we're not looking at right yet, because I want to save those for last. We're going to zip back up here. This is not the first one I got, but it is the second or third one. And the one right back here is the second or third one. I bought them at the same time. After I bought this one or its previous predecessor times 2 at Costco when it was $30, and I thought, okay, I can't afford not to buy one now. So I didn't realize that I really couldn't afford to buy this one, because then my dad bought another one, then I had 2, and then one of them shot for the ceiling one day, and I'm glad it wasn't outside or it would have disappeared, so I took that one back, got another one for it, and I think I may have even bought another one, so I've got like 3. And one of them got eaten by my dog, so that's a whole different story that I've told elsewhere. I won't tell it again, because, yeah, never mind. And let's see, something else. I dissected another one. I'm going to try and build one out of something else. Anyway, enough of that one. It does elevation hold, and it has a little camera in it that shoots video to your phone, and your phone then records it. So it's pretty crappy. Not very high quality, sorry. This one here, I got to replace that one when that one quit working, and I really like it. You can pick these up at Fred Meyer's if you happen to have one of those around, and they're about the same price as this one, 20 bucks. And this one, I'm pretty sure I got for $20, but I see them online, and at Freddy's now they're like 40 bucks, and I see them on sale for 30 bucks, and I may have paid 34, but I'm pretty sure I only paid 20. So this one here is one of a package of 5. The first 3 you saw, plus this one, plus the colorful one. And the one in the middle that of the other 4 that I didn't want to talk about just yet, we'll get to in a second. I bought all 5 of those off Amazon and was going to review them. And this one kept losing propellers. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. You can buy these at Freddy's too, and I think they're 30 or 40 bucks. They've got the next one up in size, which is really cool looking, and it's like 40, 50 bucks. And the next one up in size, which is pretty cool looking, which is 60, 70 bucks. so on and so forth, yada yada yada. They all look pretty similar. The bigger ones tend to have cameras. This one I don't think has elevation hold, but the bigger ones tend to. So on to the cool ones that I'm going to talk a little extensively about. This one here is the same as the one in the box behind it. It's the Zupa Q165, and they call it a racing drone. It's a race pack, so it comes with a couple of landing pads and some pylons that you can put up that are just fairly worthless, but they come with it, so there you go. It has this on it, and as you can see, I cut it off. I've got some video that I may attach to this showing me flying this thing around with my glasses, and it doesn't have any cowling on it. It's just the bare bone and the electronics. It's kind of funny looking. So this is actually on there backwards, and I put the light on the back of it instead of the front because I tend to fly it front away from me instead of in headless mode, so it's just fronts away from me, and this way I can tell which way is back, and I can also tell when it's running out of juice. So I ended up cutting this portion off, as you can see. The difference between this one and that one, which you can't really see because it's still in the box, but you get the idea. When I took it off, it got really, really fast because this doesn't weigh a whole lot, but it's super flimsy. I had already cracked it by running it into something. The blades on this thing are super brittle. I've already broken 5 or 6 of them. In fact, I ended up buying some at a hobby store today that I think might work. I really don't know. But I really love this little drone. It flies super, super fast. And it's sort of like the racing drones that I see people flying with the goggles and whatnot, except there's no goggles, so it's just line of sight. But really impressed with that drone. This one here just came in. I've only flown it a couple of times. It's on almost the same frame as the other one. It comes with a much cooler cowl. The antenna wasn't sticking out before, and I didn't like the way it was sticking out the front. It looked kind of stupid, so I drilled a little hole in the top and made it stick out the top because that makes it look like the race drones. Yeah. They're almost the same. This one's got a slightly smaller frame on it, but they're both carbon fiber. This one, regular price was like almost $70, and it was on sale $50 off, so I got it for under $20. And this one right here, I don't remember the price of it, but I think it was $20, $30, somewhere in there. And it flies upside down, so that's super cool. Inverted flight. Pretty awesome. And I also have the larger Zupa Q, and I'm gonna get a little better view of this. And anybody who knows me will be able to tell almost immediately why I bought this one. Whoever guesses the actual reason I bought this one gets a special prize of, I don't know, being special. So, take your best guess. Somebody's going to get it right. There are people who know me well. Anyway, this one's really cool. It's actually larger than the one I got at Costco, which is up here. And this one's kind of cool. It's got a DVR built in, and you push a button on the remote, and it'll take a picture or record or do whatever you want it to. This one does something similar. And I don't know if it goes to DVR or if it ships it to your phone or exactly what it does. This one here is not worth $70. Definitely worth $20 or $30. It's fast. I like it. Easy to fly. This one here is the box for the upside down inverted flight one. And it's kind of cool. You'd flip the flip button and it flips over upside down and it flies normally. Joystick works the same. The cool thing about the electronics in these is it's just inverting which side's up and which side's down. It flips the thing over and it catches itself and then stabilizes itself. The racing drones and the freestyle drones do not stabilize themselves. This one, when the joystick pops back to center, these joysticks have springs on it, so it pops back to center. When it does that, the drone comes back to level flight, and you control the speed of the throttle, so it doesn't have the elevation hold or auto takeoff or any of that kind of stuff. But that's why they fly so much faster. This one doesn't fly quite as fast because I don't think it has as big of motors. It's a bit lighter, but it only has 2 speeds, whereas this one has 3. And what I mean by speeds is when it's in speed 1, it will tilt this much. When you put it in speed 2, it'll tilt this much, and that means that it's moving faster side to side. This one here has a 3rd speed, which allows it to tilt enough that it doesn't have enough lift to stay elevated, and it has to eventually starts sliding to the ground, at which point you have to elevation, because even full throttle it just starts heading for the ground depending on which way the wind's going. But I love this thing. It is super fast and super fun to fly. So we'll get some footage of that from the glasses. And so now we need to count them, I guess. Figuring the fact that I had bought 3 of those, I'm counting that as 3. I got one in the box back here that's 4. I've got 3 more of those coming, so that brings it up to 7, 8. We'll come back over here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I could have swore there was another one somewhere. I guess that's it though, 23. So, if I didn't miscount somewhere, that's how many I have for the person who asked. Anyway, more to come. I've just been farting around. It's a holiday season. I got a lot of drones. I'm having a lot of fun building things to fly around. Back up a little bit, show you my little course here. Took some pool noodles and created a little thing there by taping the ends together, making a circle. I got another one over here that's not a pool noodle, it's a pipe wrap type insulation, stupid thing. Did the same thing with it, wrapped a little tape around there to make it look fancy. My special skateboard that I have covered in a shirt, tie-dyed. Dog trick stool I picked up somewhere for $5 at Goodwill, who knows. Another trick stool for the dogs. Another trick stool for the dogs, and this post that it's sitting on actually came off of that when I shortened it. So when I shortened that sucker, I ended up with that extra piece, and so I just set that stool on top of it and then pushed it over, which wedged that in there. Otherwise it would just fall down. Another amusing little note, these are called joy cams. I have no idea why they call it that, but if you can think of a reason, let me know. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be coming out with some more videos here real soon. It's the holidays. Enjoy yourselves. If you got one of these for Christmas, come back. Let me know. My flight skills are just through the roof after taking a little bit of a break. I'm probably going to take another one here pretty soon. But my ability to control these things just feels so natural anymore. I'm really looking forward to helping other people learn how to do it. So, peace, brothers. Take off.